Well, there are a couple of things here that I want to talk about because once upon a time, Vonnie, there were so many people who were told, don't eat butter. Butter is back. We're bringing the butter back.
Yes.
Why is this important?
So one of the things about, I feel like, there was a war on saturated fat for so long, and then the invention of margarine kind of took over, and we realized that trans fats and those genetically engineered oils are extremely overly processed. And so we really don't want that to be part of our diet. So we want to go back to whole fats that are at least unadulterated as possible by the food industry. And one of the ways to do that is butter. This is something I put in all my kids' vegetables. We eat a ton of butter with sourdough in the morning. I also think, avocado oil, olive oil are great for cooking. Coconut oil is fantastic.
Again, here she's making incorrect and misleading generalizations. Genetic modification doesn't automatically make something unhealthy. And she's parroting this talking point about saturated fats, about how we were wrong with the war on saturated fats, and she talks about how she uses butter with all of these things for her children, and hey, you do you. I'm sure it's delicious, but doesn't ever mention what it actually says in these new dietary guidelines about saturated fats. And what the guidelines say is, in general, saturated fat consumption should not exceed 10% of total daily calories. Significantly limiting highly processed foods will help meet this goal. More high-quality research is needed to determine which types of dietary fats best support long-term health. And yes, in the previous dietary guidelines, the upper limit of the suggestion for how much of your diet should consist of saturated fats was 10% of your daily calories. So 10% then, 10% now.